Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be filming an eyeshadow look using the brand new Morphe palette. This is the 35H palette. This launched yesterday, which was the 16th. I want to say it is when it launched, July 16th. So if you guys want to hear my thoughts on this palette, see what look I come up with, make sure you guys stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn your post notifications on so you are notified every single time I upload, and make sure you check out my social medias. They're linked here on the page as well as down in the description bar. Let's get started with the video, you guys. All right, you guys, so I started off by priming my eyelids. I used my MAC Painterly paint pot, and now we're gonna get into the palette. Like I mentioned, this is the 35H palette. It's called the Hot Spot Artistry palette. Now y'all know I love Morphe so much. They're hands down one of my favorite brands, and I would love to work with them so bad. I own most of their products, but when you take the product out of the box, it comes in some bubble wrap, and it comes in the sleek packaging that says Morphe on the packaging, and when you open it up, you have the colors here. I wish the color names were in the palette instead of on this type of paper film thing, but that's okay. But here is the palette. Now it is very corally, very blue. You have grays, you have golds, you have neutrals. I think it is a stunning palette, and we're gonna put this on the eyes today, you guys. I did feature this on my Snapchat and my Instagram the other night, and ooh, I am so excited to play with this. So this palette, I picked it up at Ulta. It was $24, which I don't think is bad at all. I think it's cheaper than most of their other palettes, I want to say, because I know some of their artistry palettes are usually $39, but this one only retailed for $24. So I think it is a great deal. I'm gonna go to Ulta's website, since that's where I purchased it from, and see what the description of this palette is. So it got 4.5 stars so far, has 37 reviews. It's only been available for a day. It says here, hot days lead to even hotter nights with Morphe's sultry 35H Hotspot Artistry palette. That's the ultimate scene stealer. Fiery corals collide with vibrant aquas for creamy blendability to take you from sunlight to spotlight in the blink of an eye. So let's put this on our eyes. I'm gonna start, I really want to mix like the coral and the blues together, I think, in today's look. So I think what I am going to start off by doing is, I think I'm going to start with this hot coral right here. It is so beautiful, and yes, I know my brush is colored blue, it's stained, but I promise it's clean. So I'm going to dip into that color. Now you do get some kickback in the pan, but I'm just going to start by tapping this in the crease. I'm just going to place my color down first, and then I will go in and blend it out. So right off the bat, it's pretty pigmented as I'm just putting it down on the eye, but I am going to start blending it out now. The brush that I'm using is a Morphe M514, which is just a really small blending brush. Also, it's storming outside, like it's literally downpouring and thundering and lightning out. So if you hear thunder in this video or my power goes out, I apologize. My power went out earlier today too, so it is possible that the power could go out. This is a really pigmented color. I mean, I really don't have to blend it, I feel like it already looks blended. This color name is called Heat Up, which is really cute, but it is like a pinky orange color, and I think it is very pigmented. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one eye on camera and one eye off, just to save this video a little bit so it's not too long for you guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye, and I will be right back. All right, so I have this color laid down in both creases, so I'm just going to wipe my brush off, and I think I'm going to go in with this blue. The blue that I'm about to show you is called Ocean Drive, and it is this blue right here. It's like a Tiffany blue. I'm so excited to put this on my eye, and I think I'm going to blend this coral color out with that blue. So we're just going to put a little bit on the brush and just blend out the edges of this coral shade. Now it is turning a little bit purple, but keep in mind that when you're mixing colors, you're gonna get a color reaction. It's just how it is. But I do like the shift from the coral to the blue. I think that looks really cool. Ooh, I really like how that looks. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye, and I will be right back. All right, so now I'm just gonna go back in with that coral shade that we first placed down and just blend it into the blue a little bit better, and do the same thing over here to the other eye off camera. All right, so far this is what the eyes are looking like. Again, it is changing color here in the crease. It's turning purple because you're mixing coral and blue together, but that is okay for me. I think I'm going to put on the outer corner, I think I'm gonna do this like bluey gray color right here. It's like a really dark blue gray, and the name of that shade is called Real Deal. So I think I'm gonna put that on the outer corner, and I'm just going to take a pencil brush and I'm just going to start by packing this on the outer corner, and then after I'm done packing it, we will go in and blend it. I think I'm going to like have it connect on the outer edge there to the crease color, kind of like that, and then I'm gonna go back in with that same brush that we used and just kind of blend it out a little bit, kind of going for like a blown out smoky eye, like kind of like a rounded edge. So if you want more of like a concise straight edge, you can use some tape or you can use some concealer to clean it up, but I'm just going for a more rounded look today. And you guys can see like the colors blending out really nicely. I don't feel like the pigment is being lost as I'm blending it out, but I probably will go back in and darken it up a little bit. But I think that the eyes are coming in really, really good. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. All right, so I am back. This is what this eye's looking like, and this is what we are working with today. I think for like the lid, I honestly think I'm gonna go in with another blue. Like the blues in this palette are just to die for. They're so beautiful. I think I'm gonna go in with this blue shade right here, and that is called Beachfront, and I think I'm just gonna apply that with my finger because I feel like shades like that sometimes look better with your finger. So when I swatch it, this is what it looks like. It's very glittery, and I think I'm just going to tap that right on. Ooh, that looks so pretty. I'm getting some fallout on my face, which we will just dust away. But as you guys can see, that is the color. Okay guys, actually I did end up going in with like a flat brush and some MAC Fix Plus. I'm noticing that the shadow, it's crumbling a little bit because it's very soft. So I think the best way to apply this would be to use some Fix Plus, so that way it doesn't like crumble on your eyelid. But it's crumbling a little bit in the pan, but it's nothing crazy. But you can see even with the Fix Plus, like it definitely intensified that blue. But I really do like how the eyes are looking. I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just going to start with the lower lash line. So I am going to take that dark bluey gray that we use on that same pencil brush and start going in with the lower lash line. I'm just gonna like keep this as close to the lash line as possible and kind of like connect it up. And I know it looks really harsh right now, but I am going to go in with that same brush that we used and just kind of soften it up a little bit. I'm gonna go back in with that lighter Tiffany blue shade and blow it out. And that's just, I'm just gonna keep the lower lash line looking like this, just really, really simple. And now I'm gonna do the other lower lash line off camera and I'll be right back. For the inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go in with, there is like a pretty pearlized shade in here. It's called Ripple Effect, and it's right here, and I'm going to apply that to the inner corner of my eye. I'm just using kind of like a dome pencil brush. Ooh. Kind of reminds me, like, I think it has like silver flecks in it. It looks really, really pretty. I feel like you could use this on your face like as a highlight. It looks so beautiful. Now I'm going to apply some mascara and lashes off camera and I'll be right back. Okay you guys, so I'm back. First of all, look at these lashes. They're huge. They're like tickling my eyebrows. That's how big they are. But these are from the brand Visio Free. I got these off Amazon actually. I know the one YouTuber Ashlyn Van Horn, she raves about these, so I decided to order them off Amazon. They're like $7, but they're 3D mink. Look, like they literally touch my eyebrows, so like it's like tickling my eyebrow hair. But this is the finished look, you guys. I am obsessed with this look. I think it looks so freaking good. The palette is very up my alley. I love playing with color. I feel like it's like the perfect summer eyeshadow palette, and I'm definitely going to keep using it. Like I said, the price point is amazing for all the colors that you do get. So I definitely recommend picking this up, and I am really loving this eye look that I created. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on so you are notified every time I upload, and check out my social medias. They're linked down below. I think the colors like blended very well together. The pigment is there. I didn't have to keep going back in. You do get some fallout in the palette, but I think that's consistent with all palettes that you always pretty well get fallout. But the color payoff looks amazing. So yeah, you guys, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.